Hi, welcome once again. So in this series of videos, we will see what are the blueprints. Blueprints are basically, used by Unreal Engine as an in-house programming tool, and it is used as visual programming. In these videos, we will discuss about the variables like string, integer, boolean, and yes, some basic concepts like bring string, if statement, nested if statement. Please like this video if you find it informative and helpful. And yes, subscribe to our channel for more updates. Okay, then let's start. So right click and we have a blueprint class. So select this actor and let's name it hello. Fine. So double click. So this is what it opens. So here is the viewport and we can add lot of components, but right now we are not getting into that. So let us come directly to the event graph, and in the event graph you have these three nodes: event begin flow, event actor begin overlap, and event tick. So we will explain one by one. So let's start with event begin. So whenever you start the game, this thing will trigger. The first thing that we need to do as an example is print screen. So right click and say print string. Here is this. You just connect. Now what is this print string? I mean, whatever is written over here will be reflecting in this. So after any change, you need to compile it. So here we are. And let's see. So press the play button. Nothing is happening. Oh, sorry. Why is not happening? Because we have not placed the actor in the world. So here we are. We have placed that actor in the world and go back again. So here it is. Hello. Now, if you drop down, there are a couple of options. The text color, you can, by default it is a sort of blue green, you can make it red. That is one. And the duration is for the 2 seconds. You want to keep it for a longer period of time, say for an example 5 seconds. You can do the change, compile it again and play. Here you can see this hello word is coming up. So that's quite simple. Now these are the things which you can control. So next thing which we will see is the variable. Here you can see there are the variables and you can add variables. Now what are these variables? These are the various controls or various components that you can control during the game, or a sort of inventory or any action. So all these are variables. We will explain it one by one. So this is the variable, new variable. Let's name it name. Okay. Now the moment you click this variable, here a complete list of variable comes. That is boolean, byte, integer, float, name, string, and we will understand one by one, maybe with different examples we can do. So we were actually using this string variable, and we will see how does it work. The moment you select any variable, there is something which says, okay, please compile the blueprint. Unless and until you compile it, they will not give the option for the value which will be your input. So for an example, here you write, say, hi world. And then get this variable onto this event graph, get it, and you connect it over here. So what will happen? So there was one information which was written as hello. Now you give another information which will go in the print whenever the begin play happens. So compile it again and play. Here you can see hi world. Now what about this? This is any event which overlaps. Let us assume that we have a trigger volume. So any collision happens with the trigger volume, so this will happen. This one is the event tick. It is like every frame this event will keep on happening. So let us see this. We can, sorry, here we are, and let me disconnect this. sorry, yeah, compile it. So it will keep on happening with every frame. This will keep on happening. So it is like a repeated event that you want to happen. It will come. Fine. So anyway, we will restrict ourselves to this event begin play. We are not getting into tick. Now let us again come back to the variable. Add variable. So after string, you know, what is important is to understand something like integer. Now what is integer? Integer is basically a whole number, and let us take it. So you place an integer over here, you connect that integer in the string. Now again you need to compile, because unless and until you compile, you are not in a position to give any figure to this integer, not this integer, this variable. So you input, say for an example, you make it 5. And now what will happen, the moment you compile it again, the moment you start playing, this 5 is printed. Now this integer can have a lot of mathematical calculations along with this. So let us take so you can have integer minus integer, integer plus integer. So you can have this integer minus integer. And let's see how does it work. So connect this with this. Now what is this? This is basically a bridge between, you know, string and the integer. Anyway, so how this mathematical calculation works, this variable is 5 and this 5 minus 1. So value of this is 1. This is by default, it is 1. You want to change it, so you can make it 10. So the equation remains is 5 minus 10. So it should come as minus 5. So let's compile and check. Here is a minus 5. So you can add you know, integer plus integer. So here we are, integer plus integer. So make this value, say for an example, 8. And you reconnect this. So ideally 5 plus 8 should be 13. So here we are. Now we can add another variable out here. So another variable. So this is a new variable. This is the integer, get new variable, and you can connect out here. So you can put some value to this also, but again, to put some value you need to compile it again. Say you make it 5. Now 5 plus 5 becomes 10. Let's see how does it come. Here it is 10. So likewise, there are a lot of other mathematical calculations you can work out, and you can name it this variable whatever it is. Okay, now this is very important. The moment you select this blueprint which is there in the world, these informations are not available out here. You can't see these variable informations out here, and you cannot change unless and until you go to the editor part. Now there is an option called make it public. You make it public, you compile it again, and now these things will be available out here. So this is the name variable which is called high. There is the integer variable, it is 5, the another one is 5. Now you can change, you can instead of new variable you can say number 1, and then for this also you can say number 2. Compile it. So these things will keep on coming. So you can even change, you can make it 10, and you want to see what is the result. So it is 10 plus 5 is 15. Now why it is 10 plus 5? Because the last we have this integer. Okay, escape. out of it. So there are other conditions also. So let me go through the other conditions like integer. So we have something called integer less than integer. So let us see how does it work. So there is a one integer. So variable 1, I think I have not changed the name. Number 1. Okay, fine. So maybe something wrong there. Okay, so number 1 is less than number 2. So this is how it comes. Now you can actually disconnect all these. So number 1 is less than number 2. So this is a condition and we want to know whether it is true or false. In this case, what we need something called if node. Here is the if. You connect the condition out here. Now, if number 1 is less than number 2, this is a true condition, and then we need to write a message that true. And in case if it is false, so we will say false. Connect this here. So number 1, the value is, I think it is not written or what, is 5, and number 2, the value is 5. So let me change this value, let me make it 10. So the equation remains the 5 is less than 10. Ideally it should come as true. Let's check. It is coming 1. Why? Oh, sorry. I need to connect this also, which I have forgotten. So this connected to this. Compile it again. So the equation is 5 is less than 10. Ideally it should come as true. It is true. Again go back. Let us assume you make it 2. So what happens is the equation is 5 is less than 2. It should be false, and then it should print as false. Compile it, play it, it is false. That's very simple. So any equation you want to have, you can check this. Hopefully this series will be able to help you to develop your own mechanics and system, and will help you to know how to use the Unreal Engine blueprint system.